Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick Nungji. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Three Stooges, more specifically about the 73rd Stooge short by Columbia Pictures. It's called I Can Hardly Wait. It's a great one because it came out on my birthday in 1943. And if you're a fan of classic TV shows, classic movies, my channel is the one for you. Now, I have been cataloging every single Stooge short, starting with number 1, going through all the way to 190. We're currently at 73. So if you've missed any of the previous ones, make sure to look at my playlist. There's a link below. You can start with number 1 and go all the way through. And I think you'll have so much fun looking at so many pieces of information that you'll enjoy. So as I mentioned, this one's called I Can Hardly Wait. Of course, it's a play on I can't wait, or I can't hardly wait, and so forth. And so it's a great one, and it was filmed March 15th through the 18th, 1943, and as I mentioned, came out August 13th of 1943. Essentially, they took the 1928 Laurel and Hardy silent film Leave 'Em Laughing, and they converted it and made this short. Now, a lot of these shorts that I've been mentioning recently, they're a bit controversial because they were made during World War II, and there was a lot of propaganda in these movies, these short movies that the Stooges were making, and there was a lot of attacks through comedy for against the Germanic people, basically the regimes at the time, even the Japanese and so forth, using some terms that today would not be deemed appropriate. But these are part of these films because it was a product of World War II. And in fact, the Stooges had a secret job throughout this short. They were in fact working on fighter planes as defense workers. This is why during the final scenes of this short, you see Moe is talking to the doctor. They're trying to remove Curly's tooth, and Moe says, "Listen, Doc, we're defense workers. If you want to cut down on absenteeism, yank this guy's tooth. He won't let us sleep. He's sabotaging the war effort." And so they try to play this propaganda into the short, which sometimes made a lot of the short not available to watch because of some terms, including JAP. Yeah, they said that here in this short. So that's something that a lot of people today would not approve of. One of the best parts of the short, again, there's a lot of great parts. I mean, when they're in the dining room and they give Curly just scraps of food, just bone, and pretty much no food at all, eggshells, and the other Stooges are eating basically like kings. It's super hilarious. And then when they're trying to pull Curly's tooth and they accidentally pull Moe's tooth, we have something very strange, something that does not happen in a lot of Stooge shorts, and that is we just have Curly and Moe in the scene. We have, for some reason, Larry flirting with one of the secretaries, and then the boys are trying to do the whole dentist scene separately. I mean, Larry has nothing to do with it. The writing makes it, I guess, a little interesting. It's a little nonsensical in my opinion. Like, it still works. It's great, believe me. But there was a way that they could put Larry in there. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know the reason. But this is something strange in the Stooge short. I mean, there are other Stooge shorts where you have Larry separately and Curly and Moe separately, and then they kind of meet each other here and there. They start not knowing each other, and then they get to know each other. You'd have some like that with Shemp as well, but very few times the pinnacle of a short where you have the big climactic scene, it's very strange for them not all to be there. I mean, part of the humor is the fact that all three are there, and Larry has a lot of the backup scenes. I mean, he's the support for the Stooges. You have the zaniest, that is Curly, and then you have Moe, which is trying to be the leader, and then you have Larry, who's kind of the glue between the two, and he's the one who makes sure things are flowing. He makes sure things are going, and he keeps things rolling, and so he's so important, and to not have him there just makes the scene a little off. It feels like something is missing, and yeah, something is missing, and that is Larry, of course. Now, I want to know if you've seen this short, because again, it's not a common one that they play all the time. You can watch it now online if you want. It is available. But have you seen it? What do you think about the JAP term that is used here? Of course, we do know it's a sign of the times. It came out in 1943. Does that offend you in any way? Does that bother you in any way? Because it is here and it is said. A lot more Stooge shorts are a lot more risque in that sense. But I'd love to know your thoughts down below, what you think of this, and if you thought that Larry should have been in that dentist scene or not. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for the support. And most importantly, everyone, always stay positive and be hopeful. Thank you to all my supporters, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Russ C, Sally N, Vito L, Citizen Kane 359, David D, Jerry D, Jennifer P, and Kevin K. If you want to join this list and be a patron supporter, it does help out so much, and I thank you ahead of time.